Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Fournette.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
The gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down, Falcons.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
The point after.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Falcons 7, Washington nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Julio. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Washington nothing.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Fournette running out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Gun now on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing again. Here's Haskins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And down he'll go at the 25. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 49-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Washington 7. Younghoe.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half, it's Haskins.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Younghoe to kick off for Atlanta.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Haskins. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Haskins going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. On first down, it's Gibson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my team.
Oh yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Haskins.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Falcons.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes this Washington 21. Falcons 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Second and 10.
Check, 56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Haskins back to the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And at the 48-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now it's Haskins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 99, check 99. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 80
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
You can't block me. You
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, it winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on 1st down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, one set. Check right 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd
and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Haskins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
Washington,
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.